just do the review here.
No, the review's so good when you screen mirror it on YouTube. Swear. We're gonna get so many YouTube subscribers from doing these. Free case review right now from the master himself, Dr. Appa, on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Screen record? Yeah, so
for no reason. Okay, so oh my god. We're not screen recording too.
we're screen mirroring. Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah, basically.
Dr. Apple, why don't you tell us about your day in LA today?
The day was busy.
Wait.
Busy. Say hello to Daria from her Moscow colleague.
There you go.
Does anyone want to come on? Does anyone want to come on live with me and talk about this case review? And we can just spitball ideas of what you think should be done? Anyone? Wait, if they come on this live though, what are they looking at?
They'll see you. You can keep the Instagram line going.
Yeah, but why am I keeping Instagram live going? Are you guys in an elevator? That's what they just said.
No, we're not in an elevator.
Well, it sounds like we're in an elevator.
Volume is off now.
My tennis game's improving. That's my man.
Show them the YouTube thing. Okay, this is what they're seeing on YouTube right now.
Oh, so they will see it, but if they're on Instagram,
Then they'll go to YouTube. See, now we have the iPad screen mirroring to this is live on YouTube, and as you draw, they'll see it.
is anyone? Thank you for making my day. You're welcome, Joe. Thank you for making my day, brother.
There, so you can.
Trying to get out of here to enjoy my day that you're gonna make, but they're not letting me. Does anyone want to come live? That's the question. Does anyone want to jump on and do? This is very confusing. I agree, Toothbay.
Go to YouTube, Dr. Appa's YouTube. You'll see the case review.
I could go live.
Should we go live on Instagram from here?
Like I could go live on mine, you accept me, and then I can record you drawing, and they'll see you on the top. And
Yeah, we can also do that. That way it's on both.
the aesthetic Instagram.
Oh my lord, this is so. All right, I'm just fucking.
It's on YouTube. It's already there's 30 people watching on YouTube already, so go to YouTube.
30 people.
Yes, and we are here. Just left the Instagram.
Okay, Dr. Rami, jump on, man. How do I see if somebody's trying to jump on?
Iron Triton. Yes, it's working.
Oh, we got. Ooh, Haley, you want to jump? Haneen. Is Haneen still there? Let's see. Waiting for Haneen to join. This is how I get rid of my wrinkles on my forehead. See that? Wrinkles?
It's working like a charm.
No wrinkles. The next Appa Symposium is an announcement coming soon. I guess Haneen did not want to come on live with me.
38 viewers YouTube.
This guy definitely jump on. Come on, Omar. Somebody talk about favorite clothing brands in the meantime. There is someone. What's up, my man? All right, please tell me you're a dentist, first of all.
Yes, I'm a dentist.
And where do you practice?
I'm sorry, what?
Where do you practice? Please tell me you're a dentist, first of all.
Oh, sorry. There's the
That latency.
between YouTube and Instagram.
Yep, you're on both.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Where do you practice dentistry?
I practice dentistry in Syria.
In Syria. Are you in Syria right now?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Did you see the case I posted yesterday? Just say yes. I'm going to show it to you anyway. This is it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Woman travels in to see you. She obviously has these existing restorations on. She does not like the teeth. She wants an improvement. What is your thought process to get her from the top to the bottom? What do you think are some, I didn't want to do that. What do you think are some of the problems that we may encounter and that we have to fix.
About the last case of breaking.
I have it pulled up on on YouTube, which is lagging. Even my drawing's lagging. Look at that. There's no drawing.
Yes,
Here's your.
yes, I see. I did. Can you repeat the question, please?
What things would you think you need to think about in order to fix this woman's teeth?
First of all,
Talk to me.
can you please? All right. There's the picture.
See, it's lagging, bro.
Yes, there's lagging problem.
I'm saying it's a Dom, not you, but yes. Watch how long it takes to write lag. I mean, when you see lag on your screen.
We see it on StreamYard, but it's on.
Tell me again?
YouTube.
It's writing. There's no lag, Matthew.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an implant. I'm gonna walk you through this.
Yes.
Yep. I'm gonna go to another
Yeah.
picture. Oh, I have one retracted. Okay. This is an implant, and what that looks like in her smile is this, meaning there's no pink tissue
Mhm.
on the mesial or distal, which obviously there is now. And obviously with papilla creates actual tooth form, right? And so in a case like this, when a patient smiles and you're saying like, how high do they smile? And then when you see that, you're trying to recreate some kind of gingival architecture where you can to get rid of this situation. You with me? He's frozen. I was getting into a rhythm with this guy.
It's not right.
These numbers are just plummeting. Come back. What did Clem say? Little
YouTube numbers are going up.
You're back. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There's no. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
One second.
How do I this? And then what? Yeah.
We have 60 on YouTube.
How do I it's not bad. I'm just putting it on. What do we got here? My friend on the left is frozen, so you're it. Oh, are you back?
Sorry for lagging.
Okay, we got you back. And who just joined us? Okay, someone with some audio visual experience. Teach me how. Ah, there we go. Okay, you're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. We're good.
Yes.
All right, let's rock. Okay, so this is an implant that's being utilized. Tissue's too high. We want pink tissue to come in between here. Yes?
All right.
Okay. The second thing is look at the occlusal plane where it's nice here, but it's not here. See that?
The occlusal plane.
On the lower, you see how it dips down, and because of that, this tooth is super erupted? Okay, so we want to push this up, and we want the occlusal plane to go like that. Actually, we want it to go exactly like that.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So these were all crowns on top prior to working on her. So meaning this is already a crown and this is already a crown. Yeah?
Yeah. All right.
Now I'm going to tell you a secret. Have you ever heard of the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry?
Yes, I heard of it from you.
From me. It's interesting because the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry hasn't asked me to lecture in one of their meetings for over 10 years. And I just recently found out that they have a nickname for me over at the AACD, and they call me the Diamond Dentist. Why? Because they say all I do is cut. Because they say all I do is cut teeth.
Oh my God.
It's pretty bad, huh?
So you're not restoring your restoring dentist. So you cut teeth. You don't make any orthodontia or something like that.
Yeah. They want me to use bonding and Invisalign and whatever. Anyway, that was partially a joke and partially a dig because I'm pissed off. But let's get back to the case review.
I think most of your cases based on good vision, so you don't have to use
I like this guy.
anything else.
I like you. I don't even know you, but I like you.
Thank you. I'm super fan. 5 years,
I love that. All right, so let's get back to the case. So these are already existing crowns, and by the way, they just happen to be monolithic Emacs, and they are gray. So we want to take the gray out of the color, and we want to recreate some kind of architecture in this region. So when I got all of this off, I told her, listen, we're never going to get this to look right with a single tooth implant. So I actually put a cover screw in this implant, buried it, and then I made a bridge with pink ceramic.
all right.
So that when she smiles, you see the architecture of the tissue and it looks much prettier. Second thing I did was, because these are already crowns, I reduced occlusally to take these teeth and push them up, and then I just lasered the tissue a little bit on the patient's right side.
To make a crown bending, right?
It was a crown. It was an existing crown. I took it off and I put a new one on.
No, I mean you don't have to cut it down or cut bone or something.
No,
Just
No
bone.
bone.
You don't have.
And then that allowed me to bring the occlusal plane up on the lower right.
All right.
And then the other thing, when you look at cases like this, these centrals are underwhelming for this patient, right? Centrals
Right.
are probably the only two teeth that really set the stage for the smile. Canines are important, but centrals is like the first thing that you see. And this is obviously a class 2 division 2, where at one point this woman's two front teeth were back and the laterals were forward in her natural dentition, right? So there's a certain gull wing to her occlusal plane, et cetera, et cetera. And by the way, this is not a bad job that the original dentist did. But you can see the midline of the centrals are slightly canted and they're just too round and they don't really have shape to them. So when you make your centrals, you got to really focus on, number one, is the midline vertical in the patient's face? And number two, is it setting up the architecture for the smile? Meaning, I want these two in the same position. Everything else can be a little different, but these have to be like pillars that are really
So start with the central.
always, whether we're designing, whether we're prepping, it's always start with essentials.
The centrals set you up for the whole arch, right?
Yes, 100%. Once you get that position exactly right where you want it, it's like setting a denture. When you set a denture, what teeth do you set first? Centrals, always.
The centrals. I have a question.
Tell me.
If you have to make the lowers for the function only, or to change color?
Good question, and I would say both, right?
So making the upper for her if she have no budget will limit your color adaptation, right?
It would limit the color limitation, correct? And that's fine, but you have to listen. It's not a bad thing to match the lowers as they are. It's just it's a conversation that you have to have with the patient. And by the way, just so you know, typically, if a patient has a budget, and I just got done talking to my office manager about this. If a patient has a budget for their uppers and they say they don't for their lowers, what they really mean is that they don't value spending this money on their teeth. Right? Now, I'm not saying that that's true for everyone, but what I'm saying is if you have enough money, I don't care what it is, 10,000, 5,000, 15,000, 50,000 to spend on your top teeth, you can spend that same money on your phone. Yeah.
How can you convince them with a lower?
It's not about convincing them. It's about creating value and saying, like, listen, you're going to spend this much amount of money, right? And we're going to have these beautiful top teeth, and you're going to limit yourself on the one thing that you're really going to notice, which is color. So really, and by the way, you already have restorative dentistry on your bottom teeth that is going to have to be changed at some point. If you don't do it all together, you're really, I mean, this is what I would tell patients. I would honestly tell them, don't do anything until you're ready to do it all.
All right.
And sometimes when you say that, it will trigger them to know that you feel passionately about what you think is best for them, and then they'll do it.
If they refuse to do it, you will make them the upper only, or you don't make the upper if you're not seems if it's not seems right.
I mean, the issue for me with this one is if it was just color, maybe, but for this one, it's color and the occlusal plane, which that would mean that I wouldn't get the upper right, the upper correct, because this crown would have to be down to have contact with the lower arch, because the lower arch goes like this. And so I raise the entire lower right side to be leveled. And in order to do that, I had to change the occlusal of the upper right. And if I didn't do the lower, I wouldn't be able to do both. Charlie, stop turning the lights off on me. Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
I went to for 5 years ago, I think, maybe more.
Mhm.
I think you don't make a digital smile design at all. Maybe you're in the lab, maybe you're. So in these cases, you don't see if you make it by face scan or on the shoulder scan, make it more controlled or the same results that you can have it by doing by your hand.
Is Raphael still here? He left. Hold on. I may be able to show you. No? It's a bummer. See what happens when you go live at the wrong time? People leave and you don't have shit there. The way our process is, and I'll be honest, so we have obviously we have 4 clinics and we have a lot of doctors. So we have to do our mission is to have everyone creating great smiles in our clinic, right? And so there's got to be some standardization of how we look at and design smiles. And so all of our diagnostics start in the lab. However, the guy that left that I would have brought on camera spent years learning through my eyes and literally being over my shoulder and showing him, like, in these cases do this, in these cases do this. And now he has kind of spearheaded an entire wax up department, diagnostic department, where they are using digital. Not digital smile design, but what is it, CAD cam? No. What are they wax?
Okay.
Exocad, yeah. Where they're using Exocad and then, and especially for raising bites, we use Exocad and then it's touched up by hand. So it's grinded and wax is added by hand. But again, we have I mean, if you look at all of the doctors in our clinic, we have a very similar final result. And that is because we look at buccal corridor the same way. We look at how we set up our smiles the same way. Like, it's just, you just have to have a process of how you get there. Now, you can use digital smile design, you can use anything, but just use it as a tool to get you to the end point.
That's a very good answer. That leads me to another question.
Okay,
I want to ask you for 5 years.
yeah, tell me.
Controlling or macro management versus micromanagement.
I know where you're going, yeah.
Makes all the doctors don't have the creativity of their own, or you brand making these the same, all the doctors making the same teeth.
We're not all making the same, yeah, I do, but we're not all making the same teeth. We're looking at patients the same way,
I know.
right? And so that's important because everyone has their unique signature, right?
Right.
But from a macro perspective, we look at treatment planning very similarly. We look at facial diagnostics very similarly. And so a lot of those parameters that we use is setting up a very similar three-dimensional perspective of where the teeth belong. And then I think each individual has their own take on form, individual tooth form, color for people, and then level the texture and translucency, which they have separate individual discussions with ceramists when they're working on a case. Does that make sense? So there is that room for creativity and differentiation, but there's also a process of getting the teeth in the right place, which is always what I've thought has been the biggest problem with cosmetic dentistry is people miss the frame. They focus on the detail and they don't see the big picture of where the teeth actually go.
But by the way, I have a lecture tomorrow. I graduated from 2 years ago. I have a lecture tomorrow about framing the smile in the face, and inspired by you. And you are in the lecture.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, well, listen, first of all, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being a great guest and jumping on this. I want to thank you for supporting me over the last 5 years. But I am exhausted and I have to go home. So with that,
Comments from YouTube.
I think I will work for you in Dubai some years. I don't know where.
I would love it, man. All right, have a great night. Take care.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Sarah V says, what shade did you do for the final on this case? What shade did you do?
Custom shade.
Still
We're
live.
still live in
Custom shade.
custom
What should I do
shade.
with this?
Do you want to save it?
No, it's okay.
I know.
Are you doing motivational mock-ups? What did you find most helpful to do more of these cases when you first started?
You guys.
Bia says, Rafa's eating dinner.
Rafa is eating dinner.
And good night.